1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Awesome. It's 7:30 on this Monday night, and that means it's time to find out if you like it or not. I'm producer Chris, and believe it or not, we have made it to week 4 of our little show. Almost a full month. So I got to give a big shout out and thank you to everyone who has tuned in over the last 4 weeks and everyone who has joined the show. However, tonight we do have a little competition because over on Fox 5 and Fox Local, the Washington Commanders are going to be playing. They're facing the Cincinnati Bengals. It's week 2 of the preseason, and Chad Ricardo is leading our coverage live at Northwest Stadium with his absolutely epic pregame shows. So I said it's a competition, but that man blows it out of the water every single time. In the meantime, thank you to everyone who is joining us because we are only live on YouTube tonight, which will make it a little complicated if you're watching on your phone to join that Lion Zoom room, because if you're trying to scan a QR code but you're watching on your phone at the same time, you might be thinking, how the heck do I do that? But I made it a little easy on you. All you need to do is jump onto my Instagram. I posted the link, a direct link in my Instagram stories. So it's Fox 5 producer Chris if you don't already follow me. However, since we are live on YouTube, I'm hoping the comments section on our YouTube page is going to get a little feisty tonight like it does every now and then. If you are watching us on YouTube on your TV and it's a 2-screen experience for you, you've got your phone handy, you can just scan that QR code like normal. It's at the side and on the bottom of the screen. Meeting ID also there, 892-0982-4674. Now, I always like to have a little help here in studio in making her Do You Like It or Not debut. Tonight, we've got Brittany Alexandra joining us. Thank you so much.
Chris.
How are you?
So good to see you.
Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a busy day for you here at Fox 5.
It has been a busy day, but it's been so much fun.
The Take It To.
The Take It To.
Like It or Not.
Like It or Not.
Ago,
and now we're on Do You Like It or Not.
Now you're on Do You Like It or Not. If you watch in the morning, you also recognize
Yes.
Brittany from the Lion Lunch Hour.
Yeah,
so
Celebrity Dish.
So now she's done all three. Like
You know what I was saying,
or
Chris?
not.
Because you've been there in my journey from the beginning. It's been 6 years since I've been doing a lot of work with Fox 5. Isn't that incredible?
That
Now
is
look at you. You
time
graduated.
flies. I was just telling
You're to
everyone
the nighttime.
watching that this is our 4th week of the show. So
Congratulations.
it's flying right
You made
by.
it.
We made it. Almost a full month. Well, I'm going to have a drink on Friday night to celebrate.
And I got you.
Sure.
You can come visit me. You know where.
You know, I love it. All right. So I always like to have a little poll, a little question that kind of jumpstarts the conversation for us tonight. And since tonight is week 2 of preseason action for the Washington Commanders, our question tonight, preseason football. Brittany, I'll let you take first stab at it. Like it or not?
You know, I don't like it because you don't get to see the stars in the action, and it just seems like we're getting the B-listers. You know what I mean? We're just not getting a real taste into what the season's going to actually look like when it's all said and done. So, yeah, I'm not really a fan. Like, let's just go straight to the action.
Bit too much pressure on it sometimes.
Too much pressure.
Like, if they lose badly, like they did in Game 1, everyone starts to panic. And Terry McLaurin wasn't even back on the field yet. And obviously, Jaden Daniels wasn't playing. So, we'll see how tonight goes. We'll have highlights after the game over on Fox 5. In the meantime, we are talking about the NFL off the top, but we're jumping from preseason straight to the Super Bowl because it got a lot of attention today, and it's all Taylor Swift's fault. In case you missed it, earlier today, she posted another countdown on her website, and some fans were convinced it would be an announcement that she would be this year's Super Bowl halftime performer. Now, that did not happen, in case you are following along.
Okay, so it's not official.
No.
Okay.
Instead, it was a look at the alternate cover for her upcoming album. But fans are still convinced that she may be the halftime performer because they say she was dropping clues during last week's podcast. I'm not going to go down the full rabbit hole. I will leave that to the Swifties. There are a lot of blogs and articles out there all about it, but it has a lot to do with her discussing sourdough bread, the number 60, the number 47, and a Lombardi trophy on its side in the background of the podcast, okay? So if you can follow along with all of that. But I'll start with you. Do you like the idea of Taylor doing a halftime show?
I like it.
Are you a Swiftie?
I'm not the biggest Swiftie, but I appreciate Taylor Swift, okay? I'm not like Jacqueline. Jacqueline is a Swiftie fan for sure. That's how I'm about Rihanna. You know what I mean?
So she's in the Navy, not
exactly,
necessarily a Swiftie.
not necessarily a Swiftie. But I like the idea. I mean, it's Taylor Swift. I think she deserves it. You know what I mean? So if there's anybody better and next, I mean, we've had so many of the greats. Taylor Swift makes sense for sure. Now, will Travis Kelce join the stage? I'm curious about that. And will he pop the ring?
Well,
oh my gosh, Chris, I have so many questions.
Okay, so he's got to win like 16 games
this is
or
true.
whatever.
This is true.
I mean, maybe 12 or 13 will cut it, but he's got his work cut out for him. I agree. I would like to see her on there. But the thing is, with the what Beyonce did last year with the Beyonce Bowl and that Christmas Day Netflix game, it doesn't necessarily have to be the Super Bowl this year. We'll have to wait and see. Already Thanksgiving, there's a lot of big games out there this year. Let's get into our Lion Zoom room. Allison, our ever loyal week 4 here on Do You Like It or Not. Thank you so much
Hi,
for joining
Allison.
us.
Thank you, Brittany. How are you? Beautiful too.
Oh, thank you. So nice to meet you.
Allison.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Allison.
Oh, and Chris, you are so handsome.
Thank
you already know,
so
Chris.
much. I appreciate it. Oh,
you already know.
Oh, shucks. All right. So, do you like the idea of Taylor Swift at the halftime show?
Yes, I do. She's very talented, very popular. She's amazing. I think it would be great for her.
I also probably know more Taylor Swift songs than I actually even realize is the other thing. So it would probably definitely be a very sing-alongable halftime show. with zero disrespect to Kendrick Lamar, because he absolutely crushed it, I didn't really know as many songs. And that's more of a me problem.
I get that.
Admittedly.
Look, tomato, to each his own, right?
Exactly.
You love Taylor, I love Kendrick, but you did go to Beyonce this summer, and I love that.
I did go to
you.
Beyonce this summer, and she would be awesome too, because she's probably got Act 3 right around the corner as well. Deb's in the Lion Zoom room again. Deb, thank you so much for joining us here on week 4. Are you? I know we've talked about Taylor a couple times, and I know we're more Backstreet Boys every now and then too. But this idea of Taylor Swift doing the halftime show, do you like that or not?
Oh, I love it. I think she would bring a huge audience. You know, she even, I think I've seen football ratings go up so much more because, all the little Swifties are dying to see if she's going to make an appearance during, a Chiefs game. So I think it would be great and enjoyed across, a huge audience.
Now, I do have to say that it probably, timing-wise, and again, I can't predict the future. I don't know if the Chiefs will be back in the Super Bowl for like the 4th year in a row. But timing-wise, it probably would have been so much better if she had done it at one of the previous 2. David's in our Lion Zoom room as well. David, are you a Swiftie, and do you like the idea of Taylor doing the halftime show?
I'm slightly ashamed to say that I am a fan of Taylor Swift's music.
Okay, I love to hear it. We're 5 for 5.
But I'm going to say with reservations, I like it. I would have been fully on board had I think Taylor Swift really shot her career in the foot a little bit by getting into politics, making a political endorsement last Super Bowl.
True.
Not a good move. People tend not to listen to people's music for politics, but just because they like the music. So that's what I think about Taylor.
All right. Well, there were some political statements in the last halftime show as well, I will just say.
Yeah, that's
now,
true.
Let's go from music to TV now, and we're going to talk about Conan O'Brien, because he is weighing in on the future of late night TV, and he is not optimistic. Let's just say that. He recently spoke out about what happened, the CBS decision to cancel The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. This was during a speech at the Television Academy Hall of Fame over the weekend. He said, quote, "Late night television, as we have known it since around 1950, is going to disappear." But he added the voices are not going anywhere. People like Stephen Colbert are too talented and too essential to go away. Stephen is going to evolve and shine brighter than ever in a new format that he controls completely. Now, Conan has some experience in this, as any fan of his knows. He was a Tonight Show host formerly that got basically unceremoniously dumped by NBC. He took a show over to TBS. He had another show there for a long run. That ended as well. He's now doing a podcast that is extremely popular, and he also has a travel series for HBO Max. So do you currently watch anything on late night TV, and do you think the genre as it exists is good?
Yeah, I think the genre is definitely outdated for sure. I watch late night TV, but it's Netflix, it's YouTube TV, it's the streaming platforms. I think we need a new concept of what late night TV looks like, and then I think there could be a resurgence. But the kind of newsy format, infotainment, I think people get enough of that during the day, and they also can get it on their phones constantly. So I just think that it's the end of an era, Chris, and it makes me sad. I mean, we grew up with the SNLs, with the all that, the late night shows, and times have just changed for sure. I would rather binge, I don't know, 4 seasons on Netflix. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just
there's definitely a financial toll that all of these shows take, but it is a destination. It is an appointment for anyone who has anything to promote. And so we'll kind of have to see how it evolves from there. We obviously are evolving right now because we are streaming on YouTube, obviously. So there are avenues out there. But Allison, do you think this entire genre, this late night TV, do you think it can evolve and keep up with the times, or do you think it's just done for? John Mulaney has done a live late night show on Netflix. He did it, in kind of 2 different batches, but it was worldwide at the same time.
Yeah, it seems like it is somewhat fading out. And I agree with everything Brittany says. It's also the way that we watch TV. Like, we're streaming all the time. A lot of people don't even have cable anymore because of the cost. It's easier to stream. And even just thinking back to, I'm not afraid to say I'm an older young lady. But
it's okay. You
back
still
in
look
the day,
good.
But no, back in the day, you know, it was always like Johnny Carson, like all these shows, you would stay up till 11 o'clock until TV went off, and that was it. Like we didn't have so many options. Today we have so many options, and people are seeking different things. Like we're not watching TV as much as we used to.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, I mean, my whole family recently made the switch to YouTube TV full time. No more cable.
No more cable, cutting
Yeah.
the cord. And,
Yeah.
you know, it's been interesting because Jimmy Fallon was one of the first to really
thought of
kind
him,
of,
too.
you know, he made it popular to watch the clips the next day. It became like
Yeah.
sort of that appointment viewing in a completely different sense. But even that has changed as TikTok
Yeah.
and everything else have come along. Deb's in the Lion Zoom room. Deb, do you watch any late night shows still?
Every once in a while. But yeah, I think, what do they call it now? Scheduled TV. I think is what they
Appointment
call it
television.
now. Yeah, I don't really watch anything that's scheduled unless by some great coincidence I happen to be able, you know, to have that free moment and turn on the TV. Oh yes, except I do. This is scheduled. That's right. This is the only thing I
Thank
watch
you.
that's scheduled.
Thank you, Deb. Of course, I
Chris
would be
cracks me
remiss if I didn't mention that right now Fox 5 has our own late night programming, 11:30, Jim Loke in the Final Five. You can catch it on Fox 5, and it regularly beats all of the late night talk shows here in the
You know,
Washington,
Fox is
D.C.
just
market.
different. We're cool. We're
That's
hip.
right.
You know what I mean? I think
Absolutely.
we're entertaining. People definitely want to tune in.
Self-promo alert, because they pay the bills. All right, we're going to go from TV. We're going to talk a little marriage and relationships
Okay.
now, because they are apparently evolving as well, at least over in Japan. There's a new trend, and it translates to marriage graduation. That's when legally married couples choose to live separately while remaining committed to their relationships. The idea allows partners to pursue personal goals, careers, or interests without the restrictions of traditional cohabitation. This concept was popularized by writer Yumiko Sugiyama 20 years ago, but it's gotten a lot of steam since. She says it offers couples freedom, individuality without having a divorce, and reflects the changing views on marriage in Japan. So a marriage graduation.
I don't know. Isn't the point of being married to like be up under your significant other, get on their nerves, like just be around? I like individuality in a relationship, but living in two separate like places, just I don't like it. I don't like it, Chris. Would you do that? You're married.
No,
Yeah,
not at all. Part of,
right.
Part of the reason I got married was so that I had someone around who constantly annoyed.
That's what I was about to say. And men too, like, you know, women, I mean,
Yeah,
you run the
exactly.
household. You want to go home, I'm sure you're going to have a great cooked meal when you get home and all that good stuff.
It's like she's known Molly all of her life. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about on the show before this concept of like a sleep divorce where you don't even sleep in the same bed. And at
it's
that point, I
weird.
don't understand. Now, granted, I mean, 30 years from now, when I've been snoring for 8 straight hours, Molly might want a little peace and quiet.
Molly's just going to put a sleep mask,
Yeah,
sleep tape over
exactly.
your mouth.
Over
You know,
my
that's the new
mouth.
thing
Yes.
nowadays.
No divorcing. You're stuck with me. David in the Lion Zoom room. This idea of a marriage graduation. Do
And
you
why
like
is
it
it
or
even called a
not?
graduation?
I'm going to say like it with some caveats here. Not saying it would work for anyone. Not saying it's what I'm looking for would work for me. But, you know, like everybody's relationship evolves to some point. And what people yearn for most deeply is companionship and security, you know. And if you've achieved those things and there's other things that you want to do, there are some people out there who would want to, you know, do career stuff or travel stuff while the other person does the other. So I've talked to people who've considered something like this, and some are, and some couples work in different cities, things to that effect. So I could see how it could work for some people, not everybody, but as an option for couples to consider, like it.
Yeah, so the first couple that popped into my head was Cheryl Lee Ralph from Abbott Elementary.
Okay.
She and her husband, I believe that she's based in Hollywood, and he's like a politician in Pennsylvania. And so they
I think
they
that
live
makes
separately
sense.
for
But I think
career
the story
purposes.
is more about people that are married and don't have those circumstances and they just want to
But they
live
choose to.
separately. You know what I mean? It's funny though, when I think about it, when you date, you live separately. So it is kind of like, okay, why?
Getting back
you know
into
what I mean?
that,
Kind of getting back
probably
into
having
that.
to put a little more effort into the relationship
true, yeah.
as a result. All right, this one I desperately want to talk about, and I'm going to ask Allison about it first when we get there. But we're talking about bad news for legging lovers.
Oh.
They're just
that's
like our
me.
skinny jeans, just like our skinny jeans. Gen Z is trying to yank them away from us, at least according to this recent Wall Street Journal headline that says they're out of style and making you look old. Leggings are for boomers. is the quote. Sales of stretchy fitted bottoms have actually been falling for years thanks to Gen Z's preference for oversized styles. Back in 2022, leggings were responsible for more than 45% of athleisure bottoms. In 2025, 3 years later, that had already fallen to 38%. We posted about this one in our broadcast channel. Kathleen says it's all how you style the leggings that keeps them relevant. Patty says, I love my leggings. They are comfortable. And Tanaya says there is a time and a place
I like that.
for both. Okay, so Brittany, are you team tights or are you team baggy
I'm
bottoms?
team leggings all day long. I think that's millennials made them look cool again. Because I remember my parents had these like long biker shorts back then. It just wasn't cool
but
back
those were
then.
popular
You
again
know what I
now.
mean? And now we've made it cool. But to a certain extent, I'm here for all this Gen Z movement of just kind of getting back to the way things used to be. I'm not mad at it. I think there's a time and a place. I think there's a certain type of quality with leggings. I mean, you've seen some of the, not most attractive ones, or, certain people that aren't really putting in that effort when it comes to the quality of leggings. So I get it, but it's a time and a place. I agree with Tanaya for sure.
Allison, Lion Zoom Room, leggings. Do you like them or not?
You came to the right person. Look, whatever a young, uneducated fashion person said that older people don't look good in leggings, I am in the 50 and over club and I look amazing. I look like Miss Parker when I'm in the garden with my leggings on. We look good, and I think it's a jealousy thing. Yeah, because these young people, they think that we can't do anything because we're older. We got it going on. I'm gonna wear I'm gonna wear my leggings all week long and just walk
Miss
around.
Parker.
Yeah, darn right, darn right. Deb's in the Lion Zoom Room still. Deb, our Gen Z trying to steal both our skinny jeans and now leggings. Do you like it or not?
How about that? I mean, Chris, no one can rock skinny jeans like you can.
Thank you very much. I was
Of
setting
course.
myself up for that one.
I think there's a time and a place. I don't think, you wear leggings at home and, when you're out and about. But I kind of get it though. But I mean, the newer kids, I don't appreciate wearing like really huge baggy clothes and trying to make it look professional either. So I think leggings and slimmer fitting pants are just a cleaner look.
I agree. It's all about the silhouette. All right.
Yeah.
So while the workout pants are getting bigger, these swimsuit bottoms are getting smaller, and that means more cheek. We're going to talk about that coming up after this break. First, though, I'm going to get back to our poll results. Haven't changed. 50-50 preseason football. Half of you like it, half of you don't. Stay put. We'll be right back.
That's my sister.
Deb's my cousin's wife. Welcome back to You Do You Like It or Not here on this Monday night. We are streaming only on YouTube tonight, so I have asked everyone to weigh in to the YouTube comment section, and I do want to check those, see how things are going so far. Right now, Andrew Thomas Hi, Chris. Hi, back to Andrew. West Virginia Ben, I'm sorry, it seems like Taylor Swift is cliche these days, picking a fight with the Swifties. Bold. Lauren Seeley says, hope it can evolve. Big fan of late night. Lauren, thank you for weighing in. West Virginia Ben, Conan was awesome. Give the late show to Conan. The ultimate was Leno. Even Fallon's monologue seems too short. Leno had awesome bits besides the monologue. Now, Leno was one of the least political when it came to that group of late show hosts, and he is actually one of the ones who has said that he wants it to go back to being less political. Jumpin' Jack Chad says, Gen Z, jerks. Jumpin' Jack Chad, not in the Lion Zoom room tonight. He is weighing in on YouTube, so thank you so much for joining us. All right, just about 7 minutes left in the show, and I got a couple good stories I want to get to, all right? We ended the last block talking about Gen Z, and we're going to pick up right where we left off, picking on the younger generation. Get off my lawn. Apparently, they're taking baby steps in the job market, and we're using baby steps here as a pun because check out this headline from the New York Post. A new report says 77% of Gen Zers have brought a parent to a job interview. A majority of those same young adults say their parents communicate with their managers even afterwards, pushing for promotions and pay increases, etc. So Brittany, bringing mom or dad to a job interview with you.
Not like it.
Not like it.
Not
I know you
like
talked about
it.
this one on the Take It Two.
I
earlier tonight,
did.
too.
I just think it doesn't make sense. First of all, why are we bringing our parents to an interview like they're our babysitter? Like it just doesn't make sense. Eventually, you know, parents you have to let go. Experience is our best teacher. Arabia said that earlier. I think that's a great way to put it. You got to let them fly free. If you don't, then it's always going to end up, you know, them needing their parents when it's all said and done. In situations where you're supposed to be an adult, you know what I mean? In the workplace, you've graduated from college, you've done all of those things. It's time to grow up and put the big kid pants on and do it right. Now ask your parents for advice.
Oh, absolutely.
But having them call your manager, Chris, I would be embarrassed personally.
I can't even imagine. If my mom was in the Lion Zoom room right now, I would call my manager over just to make it as awkward as possible. But I have to imagine if these kids are having their parents talk to their managers, they definitely were there talking to their teachers throughout college and everything too, trying to either get them out of trouble, their coaches, all of that. And so, Allison in the Zoom room, do you like this idea of bringing your parents along? I know you're a parent, but can you imagine being at your child's future job interview?
Okay,
Allison,
can you hear me?
I can
Now
hear
we
you.
can.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely do not like this. I'm a single mom of 5, and I started having my kids be very independent, like at a very, very young age. Never, ever, ever. And it just really makes your kid look weak and soft. I don't know what is going on with this generation. Back in the day, parents weren't doing this kind of stuff. It's like, you're 5 years old, fix your own dinner, get up and go. Like, it's horrible what has happened to these children. I cannot believe it. I can't believe it.
I saw Deb
It
chuckle.
was the week for me. She said weak and
Deb
soft.
chuckle at that. Deb, this idea of your parents coming to your job interview or you going to a job interview with one of your children. Do you like this? Can you imagine?
No way. I can't even imagine. We've got to build our kids to be strong. And I don't think your mom would appreciate going on a job interview either with you.
No.
She'd want to see.
Not one bit. Not one bit.
No.
David, do you like this or not? You were the sole holdout on one of our other topics.
Should I be a contrarian for contrarian's sake?
You can be.
Nah. No, don't like it. I'll couch it with, there's one thing if the parent might be there, like out in the waiting room for emotional support, it's a high pressure job person really wants, versus coming into the interview. Wow, does that send a signal? And if I'm hiring someone, and they want their parent in the room, man, I can't depend on that person.
No, and I also can't imagine that if they're continuing to communicate with the manager, does that mean they asked for their phone number?
Well, that's
you have
what
to
I'm saying.
Share it, and you have to be like, hey, this is whoever's mom, and I'm up. I
just wonder if somebody's gotten hired off of doing an interview with their parent present in the interview. It seems like it's happened.
Well, I
happened.
immediately went to the idea of maybe if your parents arrange the job interview for you because it's like a friend and you're getting a job, something like that scenario. Maybe might make a little more
earlier
sense.
in the Take It Two, we were talking about how they're even emailing the managers about a raise for their child, though. I think that's crossing the line a little bit too much.
Of course, though, if my parents wanted to be my own agent, And so
Now
that I
that's
did
another
not have to
story.
do any sort of face-to-face negotiation. That would be.
That'd be another
All
story.
right, so we're just going to stay on this thread of picking on Gen Z
Yeah.
because I have another one. And we talked a little fashion in the last block. We talked about how workout pants are getting bigger.
Yep.
Now we're talking about swimsuit bottoms getting smaller. This was the headline in the Washington Post today.
I love
More
it.
cheeks, please. Exclamation point, not a question mark. The Post says bikini bottoms have gotten smaller more recently, and especially this summer. And they say, designers say, it's all about customer preference, okay? They're not the ones deciding this for us. Customers are demanding skimpier. We're talking thongs here. People want thongs. They also say 80s and 90s fashion is back.
Yes.
And in the 80s and 90s, it was all about those high-waisted,
That
little
thong,
coverage.
thong, thong.
There it is, right there. That's what I was hoping for. Fans of the skimpier bottoms say they're more flattering.
Yeah.
So, Brittany,
Yes.
without crossing any HR lines here,
I like it. You know why I like it? Because I think we have become into an age where we have more body positivity and we're more confident in our body, no matter our body size, because we don't know that the people that are asking for this, right? I have noticed, I don't think that they're doing anything different. For as a female myself, we like the high-waisted, and you can't really do that when you've got a lot of coverage back there. So I just think it makes sense, and I just think that women and men are just more comfortable in their skin nowadays.
okay,
So
well, that
less
led me to
is
the next
literally
question.
more, Chris.
Less is literally more. I was going to ask whether you liked it for the gentlemen as well, but
look, I can't judge.
Right.
If they feel great in it, yes. I am a fan, though, of these new trunks nowadays. They're like a little bit higher.
Okay.
But, you know, the little swimmers, yeah, I'm not doing, no.
she means the Speedos.
Are you going to be, oh, yeah,
The-
Speedos,
the
that's what they're
budgie-
called.
The budgie smugglers.
Yeah, see, I forgot the name.
Allison, more cheek. Do you like it or not?
I say if it's what you like, do it. I really, if I was not a mother and a pillar of my community, I would be out with some dental floss on, being happy. But
I love
I
it.
like it for other people, but
Likes
not
it
for me.
Other people.
Yeah.
Deb's in the Lion Zoom room still. Deb, this idea of up the crack is in. Do you like it or not?
No, I can't. I have 4 boys and I can't make them uncomfortable. That's not fair to them.
Okay.
I just cannot even think of doing that.
Now, if they want to wear it, though, if they want to be in a Speedo,
Mm-hmm. Cheeks
Oh,
in a Speedo.
Oh, I don't think that'll ever
instantly- if I had just thought a little bit more about this story before I did it, I would have pulled the clip from LMFAO. In a
that's a
Speedo
good
trying
one.
to tan my cheeks.
With the afro, yes,
Uh-huh.
literally.
Look at that body. All right. Thank you to everyone who has joined us in the Lion Zoom room tonight.
Yes.
Deb, Allison, David, all of our loyal fans out there, all the ones who tuned in on YouTube as well, especially when the Commanders are about to kick off in less than a minute. So you can tune in to all of our coverage over on Fox 5, all of our post-game coverage on Fox 5 as well. Brittany, thank you so
Yes.
much for sticking
Chris,
around.
you're
I
killing
appreciate
it. Oh my
Let
gosh,
me know
it was
the
a
next
pleasure.
time you're back because
For
we
sure.
would love to have you back
I
as
would
well.
love to
all
be
right?
back. Thank you.
Thank you to everyone who joined us.
Bye,
Week
Allison. Bye,
4,
Deb. Bye, everybody.
Week 4 of Do You Like It or Not. We'll be back tomorrow night, same time, same place, but also over on Fox Local this time in case you're looking for us. Have a great night.